Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 3 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Onslow County where a man is now being charged with embezzlement charges after state tax revenue officers say they're missing over $500,000. The Department of Revenue says it charged 49-year-old Jimmy John Brinkley today with 3 counts of embezzlement of state property. Warrants say that the Swanboro man, president of Select Staffing and Labor of NC Incorporated, helped the business pocket around $511,000 from 2021 through 2023. Now, Brinkley was taken to the Wake County Jail under a $50,000 secured bond. And we are also learning new information about a trio of people who are now being charged with armed robbery in Edgecombe County. Now, deputies say that it happened near Brown Farm Road and Colonial Road on Tuesday. After speaking with the victim of the armed robbery, Pine Top's officers were called to identify the suspect vehicle and found it behind a home at 97 Concrete Road. Police identified 22-year-old Saquon McKinney and 22-year-old Shamini Prescott as the suspects and arrested both while they were leaving in their vehicles. Now, deputies say they seized a gun inside a bedroom and 3 more hidden outside the back of the home. They also arrested 24-year-old Deshaun Smith, who was found inside. Now, McKinney and Smith, on probation at the time of the arrest, were taken to the Edgecombe County Jail without bond, while Prescott was given a $5,000 secured bond. And now for your weather forecast. The rain is here. It has stretched its way across eastern North Carolina. Some of us seeing light showers, others seeing moderate downpours, others, rain's really coming down. Here's a look at what we've got right now across eastern North Carolina. And yeah, right now it looks like we've seen just that cluster of heavier downpours move from Sampson, Duplin, and the Lenore counties over Greene, Pitt, Martin, Beaufort, even southern Bertie County seeing some heavier rain. It is rain we need. Most of eastern North Carolina right now is either abnormally dry or under a moderate drought. So the fact that we are getting this type of rain is a good thing. Now, we will have some more spot showers trying to work their way through eastern North Carolina once this whole rain event clears the coast. That's expected to happen later on this evening between around 7 to 10 p.m. The big push, of course, is going to carry a lot of those showers off the coast by 7, but a few could linger around the sounds as we make our way towards 8, 9, 10, and possibly even 11 o'clock tonight. But we're not looking at a lot of lingering showers into Thursday morning. If we do see any wake-up showers tomorrow, they're going to be fairly isolated and scattered across the east. We're not looking at widespread rain tomorrow morning like we've got right now. 51 degrees in Washington comes with a west-southwesterly breeze at 16 miles an hour. There you can see the droplets on the screen. It is again a wet day, and it is impacting air temperatures as more inland areas continue to see temps go from the mid to upper 50s down into the mid to upper 40s. This is supposed to happen, and we're looking at an even cooler day coming up for tomorrow. So as we head through this evening, air temperatures are going to start to really dip into the 40s across the board by the time we get to around 6 p.m. Now, again, a few areas will get there before we reach 6, but everyone is going to feel that cool down by the time a lot of those rain showers work their way towards the Outer Banks. From there, the cloud cover keeps a lot of the heat we have present in eastern North Carolina. Should be enough to keep our air temperatures just above freezing for tomorrow morning, but it is going to be cold. Jackets warranted throughout the day tomorrow, because we will start out in the low to mid 30s, more of the mid 30s, but it will feel noticeably colder thanks to the northwesterly breeze that should be blowing in early on in the morning at around 6 to 12 miles an hour. And those winds are only set to get stronger as we head through the morning, anticipating a 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained breeze for inland areas, with the coast possibly seeing 15 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds. Gusts could reach upwards around 20, 25, 30 miles an hour as we head through tomorrow. That is going to lead to a bit of a wind chill effect. So air temperatures, while showing up in the low 40s, will truly feel like we are more in the mid to upper 30s. So even at our warmest tomorrow, you are still going to feel that chill. Of course, it comes with some sunshine, which is always nice this time of year. But again, if you look at that sunshine and think, all right, we got some toasty weather, not the case. As far as the raindrops go, we are looking again at most of them moving off the coast as we head towards 7 p.m. tonight, but a few could linger as we work our way through the early hours tomorrow morning. We're not anticipating any sort of snow flurries like we were talking about early on in the week, but that could change coming up on Sunday as we get another system pushing through eastern North Carolina. So through the day tomorrow, we will see some morning cloud cover pull away from the east as we make our way towards lunchtime, leaving us with very sunny conditions for the tail end of your Thursday and extending that into Friday. We'll see temperatures rebound once we get into Saturday, but for you to know, Thursday and Friday will be cold days. Just because it's going to be sunny doesn't mean you need to leave those jackets at home. Keep the jackets with you. You're going to want them when that wind blows, and it will blow. Here's a look at what we've got big picture-wise across the southeastern United States. There you can see, again, multiple systems moving over the east over the next really give it about 12 to 18 hours. And then after that, everything kind of reverts back to the effects of that high pressure system further back towards the west. That will increase the flow of air out of the northwest due to the rotation of that high, rotating clockwise. And if it's off to the west, that pushes the air from the northwest into eastern North Carolina. Looking up into the northwest, well, there were snow flurries across parts of really Kentucky, West Virginia, and Virginia. That snow is not going to make it into the east, but the cold air around it certainly will. So get ready again for quite the cool down, but let's talk a little bit more about what we've got coming up for next weekend. It's going to be an up and down forecast here as we head through the next 4 days. Today, it's been right around our seasonal average. We'll be back at that level coming up on Saturday, but Thursday, tomorrow, and Friday, day after tomorrow, low to mid 40s. Factor in the winds, it will feel noticeably colder than that. But Sunday deserves your attention. Overnight lows Saturday night into Sunday morning, 31 degrees. We'll see a high of 37 degrees on Sunday. And with those incoming rain showers, if they are heavy enough, they could help drive air temperatures down to create the possibility of maybe at least a rain-snow mixture. I think we have a chance of seeing some snowflakes come down at times on Sunday. Now, the timing of that rain is really going to impact whether or not we actually see snowflakes come down, but it's certainly one that is worth watching. I see Kimberly showing up with the eyes there. Yeah, me too. Keeping an eye on it. Of course, Martin Luther King Jr. Day the following day, so school closures probably not going to be an issue. I know with my daughters in Pitt County, Pitt County schools I know are closed. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Tuesday and Wednesday, but Sunday is certainly a day to watch for, even if you don't have kids who, again, are still going to be off of school. It's important to know if it's going to impact your travel forecast. So that's something, again, we are going to be keeping a very close eye on in the Weather Center here over the next 2 days. We will likely have a much better idea of what's going to actually occur on Sunday once we get a few more model runs under our belt. But right now, again, latest runs show at least a potential for some snowfall. Some model runs a little bit more than just a potential. So we'll keep an eye on that through next week. Air temperatures likely staying in the low to mid 40s from Martin Luther King Jr. Day all the way through Thursday. Overnight lows, cold, down well below freezing. We're looking at 22 degrees Monday night to Tuesday morning, 20 degrees Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and 22 degrees Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So January is very much here. Of course, last week didn't really feel like it. We had 60s and 70s show up, and it was like, all right, are we going to skip out on winter this year? Clearly, that is not the case. This weekend, we again are going to be feeling that chill, and it will stick with us through most of next week. Well, that's all we have time for today's 3 p.m. News and Weather Update. We'll be back with more news and weather right here on the First Alert Desk coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Wednesday.